Hello and welcome to the BattleFan podcast, episode number 17. My name is Paul, and I'm here on the phone with Jerry.
Hello, and welcome.
Well, good to talk to you over the interwebs, Jerry.
Yes, Paul didn't want to be alone this episode, and I couldn't make it over to his house, so we're using technology to get out a show.
Yeah, we're going to use Jerry's producer skills, put him to the test.
Oh, yeah. So if it sounds like poop, it's Paul's fault.
No, you're the producer.
It'll be your fault somehow, though.
That's fine. I'll take it. But let's get to the BattleHawks. That's what we're here to talk about. It is week 3 in the XFL, and we have our first home game against the New York Guardians. So that's this Sunday, February the 23rd at 2 o'clock Central Time. I think I screwed that up last week, so if you were getting our advice about what time to watch the game, I might made you start watching an hour early. It was an hour early, so at least you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
But yeah, this is our first home game, which is, I think this is a big deal. Wouldn't you say, Jerry?
It's a huge deal. I think everybody in the city who are fans are pumped to be back at the Dome again.
Yeah, I guess it's been, I looked it up actually, it was December 17th, 2015 was the last time we had professional football in St. Louis. So
you were there.
A little over 4 years. Yeah, I was there. That was the ketchup and mustard game. I don't know if you remember the Color Rush. That was that game. Actually, I have a video. Maybe I'll post it to Twitter later. I have a video of, I guess I was into YouTube at the time, and I made a YouTube video about it. So I'll post that on the Twitter, and I guess, like I said, Jerry runs a Facebook, so if he likes it, he might not like it, might not post it, so so you never know. But yeah, I feel like this is a big deal because I feel like we just had this, we have this drought of football. I feel like there's going to be a little extra buzz in the air. It's almost like a reminder of, I guess I don't really remember it, but back in 1995, I guess when the football Cardinals left and we had a long period of time without football, that first game back, there's a video of it actually I posted on Twitter of the first game the Rams played in St. Louis, and you could tell there was just kind of a buzz around the city that people were missing football and we're just happy to have it back. So I think this is a very similar situation here. So,
and it also doesn't help that the team looks pretty good. I mean, they could easily be 2-0. They're 1-1. They could easily be 2-0. The team looks good, and as we know with the city, if you're halfway good, we are going to support you. If you're terrible, we'll support you. But if you're halfway good, we'll really support you.
Yeah, all you got to be is halfway good. 1-1. We are exactly halfway good right now.
Yes.
But actually, I was looking at the sports betting on this. They have us set as 10-point favorites in this game.
10 points.
Yeah, the number keeps moving, but the last I checked, it was 10 points. It might be different by now, but last I checked was 10 points. I don't know. It's a big, it's a big spread right there.
Yeah, it really is. Granted, it's been pretty big of all of our games that we were the underdogs each time.
Yeah. Well, I don't think none of our games have been a spread that. All our games have been pretty close so far. So I don't know. Yeah, so actually I'll make my prediction right now. I was going to wait, but I'll make my prediction now. I was going to say the BattleHawks are going to win 20-13. That's my big prediction. So they won't cover the spread, but they'll still get the win.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like, what's that? What would that be? Like 3 touchdowns and 2 extra points?
So that means they have to score an extra point.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they've done yet.
Yeah, I guess that gives them 2 field goals and a touchdown or 2 touchdowns with 1 extra point. It's weird how you got to add up the points differently. You got to think differently with all these different conversions. They really we haven't been getting a lot of 1-point, 2-point conversions. Seem like most of the time you get a touchdown, it's just 6 points.
Right. I think didn't one team score a 3-point?
Yeah, I think the first 3-point, I want to say it was LA that did it over the weekend.
Was it DC?
Was it DC? Oh, I thought it was LA because I remember they had a penalty on it, so they actually only had to take it in from the 5-yard line.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, so there isn't a lot of. Maybe they need to change that rule a little bit because I like to see more extra points. Like most of the time, the teams don't get them, so the scores look like 6-3. Like, oh, is this all field goals? Like, no, it's actually a touchdown and field goal, but it's just I don't think it's a good look. Maybe I don't know if they move it up a yard or two or something.
I don't think anybody understood how hard it would be.
Yeah, been really difficult. But it could be just as the I don't know. Maybe they'll practice those goal line plays a little more. That maybe as the season goes on, we'll see more extra points.
But you got to think it's they have multiple plays drawn up for being on the 10-yard line or 5-yard line.
You'd think they would, especially like the way this league is, that you're going to be doing this like not just normal operation or you're just trying to get a touchdown. This is extra points and the overtime rules as well. So I feel like they would have to put a lot of emphasis on this. So, another thing I want to point out is that both us and New York, we are tied for second in the Eastern Conference right now. We're both 1-1. So actually, this is, I guess, the battle for one of us will go ahead, one of us will go behind after this game.
This might be a slippery slope if we lose this week.
Yeah, because the first 2 weeks we were playing Western Conference teams, so it really didn't have as much weight to it. But now we're starting to get into the games where you're playing teams in your own conference where the win counts against you and the loss counts against your who you're going against as well, as far as you're trying to get your place for the playoffs and all that. So it almost counts as double for these.
I wonder if they're going to start McGloin because we might be playing as a backup.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll do. Yeah, he did not look good.
Yeah, he made an ass out of himself and got benched second half, so it'd be interesting to see if they put him back out there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be a tough job for whoever it is because that dome is going to be loud. Man, everyone's going to be so excited.
It might be hard for our players, too, because they're not used to it either.
Yeah, I think St. Louis fans know how to be quiet. Like, oh, it's offense. Like, relax.
But it's still going to be loud, but definitely not as loud on offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, actually you can't, I was going to say you should try to make to the game, but there really isn't any tickets left. Like, for the most part, it's sold out. I looked on Ticketmaster before this. The cheapest tickets I could find were $87.
Snooze, you lose. Even though mine weren't very cheap either.
Yeah. You buy the season tickets like I did way early on. Mine are only $20. I should probably just sell some of mine. Just go by myself. I bought 4 season tickets. I guess I was going to bring my folks, but maybe I'll just say no thank you and make a little extra money.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. I'm going to make some cash.
No, I won't do that to him. Yeah, because Seattle over the weekend, I don't know, do you see the Seattle game?
I did. I saw the second half.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
It was rocking. That place was rocking.
Yeah, so I think if we can rival that, they said they had 29,172 fans in attendance. I'm not sure what the lower bowl holds, but I think it's around that same number. So I guess it's a matter of people who bought tickets that they actually show up if we're going to have a higher number or not. But I think we can beat Seattle. I hope.
We should just focus on beating New York.
That's a good point.
I hear you, though. You're right.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Let's see what we're talking about. So if you are going on Sunday, if you do got your tickets, if you were smart and got your stuff ahead of time, or if you just want to fork over the $87+ and go there, apparently at 11:15, all the players are going to arrive at convention in Broadway. So if you want to apparently you can give high fives to the players as they walk in. So they're going to have some kind of event for when the players show up, and then they'll have the official tailgate at Bear Park, right across the street from the dome there.
Bear Park.
Yeah. So they'll have food and games and all that stuff. So that should be a good time. I'll be down there for sure. You going to be down there, Jerry?
I plan on it. I'm coming with a group, so hopefully they will want to get there as early as I will.
Yeah. And then they said they'll open up the gates 90 minutes before the game. So if the game's at 2, I guess that would mean 12:30 if my math is correct.
I believe so. And then they're going to do they're doing a pregame show or
Yeah, it's supposed to do some pregame ceremony.
That's at 1:30.
At 1:30, a half an hour before. Yes, they definitely want to get in there. And they said they'll actually, everyone in attendance will get a rally towel.
Heck yeah.
So we'll have, I don't know, something to remember this historic occasion of the BattleHawks' first game in St. Louis. So you're social media guy. Do you have some things on social media you want to talk about?
Am I a social media guy?
On Facebook. On the Twitter social media, you're the Facebook social media.
There was an interesting news article that Fox 2 covered that that the BattleHawks expanded their community outreach on what was the 18th? That was yesterday, so Tuesday. They were serving meals to the homeless through Operation Food Search. They prepared and served dinners to the homeless, or for homeless, at St. Patrick's Center. Players, coaches, and staff from the BattleHawks spent their day off volunteering.
There you go, helping out the community.
Yeah, and I think that I think the people of the city really, they admire that. I feel like that goes a long way. I'm not saying it doesn't in every city, but I think the people of this city really, admire that when they see the professional sports teams do something like that.
Yeah, they're not just here, collect a paycheck, and leave. They care about the community that their fans are, that they're supporting the community.
Yes. So something. Did you see the video of Te'amu being excited about the home opener? His little interview. I forgot what publication that was on.
Yeah. I think I saw that they had a little clip on. I guess the BattleHawks Twitter. They had that on there.
He's loving the Ka-Kaw.
He was loving the Ka-Kaw. And I feel like I'm seeing a lot more players starting to use it and embrace it.
Yep.
I don't know, maybe. And actually also Schnucks, I guess they're another one of their sponsors now. Like they even had like in their promo for it was like real big Ka-Kaw on it. So I think we're losing this battle. Yeah, I think Ka-Kaw's a thing as much as we were kind of against it. I think it's here to stay, at least for the time being.
There's nothing that's better that can replace it instead of just let's go BattleHawks.
Yeah, that might be timeless. And I feel like the Ka-Kaw, I feel like it won't be here in a couple years. I feel like it's just a right now thing. I just don't see it, I don't know, standing the test of time,
Shall see.
But for now, I don't know. Are you still super against it, or are you just kind of okay with it now? Have you come to accept it?
I mean, I'm not gonna hold my ears the whole time at the Dome.
There you go. Because there's gonna be a lot of Ka-Kaws there.
It's gonna be a lot, and trust me, there's gonna be a lot of viral posts coming out of the Dome. I'm assuming. Last week it was the beer cup snake.
Oh, the beer snake.
So I feel like that's also a new thing with the XFL that the media likes to cover is what the fans do. So there has to be at least one, if two, if not multiple.
Yeah, I guess in week 1 you had that cheese guy. If you remember that, where a guy just ate a random piece of cheese. And the second week we had the beer snake. So I'm curious what they'll come up with on week 3, but I'm sure they'll have something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure birds everywhere.
Something birds. I just feel like it'll probably be like that Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you know what I'm talking about, where they dress up in the wrestling thing. I don't know. I actually haven't seen it. I just see it on social media all the time. So maybe there'll probably be people dressed up like that for sure.
Yeah, I guess it's easier to do that than dress up as a helicopter.
Yeah, and we actually have a dome. We'll actually have just normal like temperature controlled place where you're not worried about the elements. Things like that, like New York has to worry about, or DC has to worry about, or even Seattle has to worry about. Are we the only dome? Is that every other stadium outside now I think about it? I guess Houston and Dallas just have nice weather, and Tampa Bay has nice weather.
I think St. Louis is the only dome.
Yeah, so we're the only inside, so you can get a little more creative and have to worry about, I don't know, dressing up and trying to stay warm.
Yep. Suckers.
So, Yeah, so it's another reason why we should definitely win the battle of having the most fans.
Yep. Can wear whatever we want in the games.
Like you said, the most important battle is that we win against the Guardians.
Yes.
I think that's going to happen. So are we expecting a lot of people to watch this game? How were you said you were looking at the ratings?
Yeah, they just came out today. I don't know why it took so long. So from what I gathered is that I think the ratings were a little lower than last week, obviously.
Yeah, I guess the Premier's always going to have higher.
For the league as a whole, but not a huge drop-off. The only huge drop-off was the St. Louis-Houston game because I was on FS1, and it went up against the Daytona 500. But I think that was expected.
Stiff competition.
It was still expected, but it still put up like 1.3 million viewers.
That's pretty good. Like FS1 is a little harder to find than.
I mean, that's not.
Some other
it's
stations.
Definitely half of. So let's see. So the New York DC game on ABC, 2.1 million viewers. Tampa Bay Seattle was on Fox. That was 2.32 million viewers. And on Sunday, the Dallas LA game on ABC had 2.39 million viewers, and then St. Louis and Houston FS1 1.3 million.
Oh, so it is a little bit drop off for that game. That was probably the best game of the weekend too.
Right,
it's probably the two best teams. That's unfortunate that people missed the best game.
Yeah,
people watched the blowout.
Do you know what channel? Do you know what channel we're on this week?
This week we'll be on ESPN.
ESPN, okay.
So if you can't make it to the game, or you don't live in St. Louis, or you're somewhere else, or you didn't get your tickets, you can still watch the game on ESPN. You can still be a BattleHawks fan even though you're not in the dome. Yes. They still accept you. So again, this is week 3, Sunday, February 23rd, just a few days from now. We'll be playing the New York Guardians at 2 o'clock in the Dome, in the Battle Dome.
We are pumped.
Get to the Dome or get to ESPN. What's that, Jerry?
We've been looking forward to this since July. Well, since the last Rams game. We've been looking forward to being back at the Dome, but ever since they announced XFL, I guess that wasn't July. That's when we started our podcast. But
but even before then, it's upon us now. We've had football, and it's been fun watching on TV, but this is a different experience actually being there live watching it.
Another thing I wanted to say when we were still on social media. So we want to create this community. Our podcast name is BattleFan. So we want to create a community of battle fans, BattleHawk fans. So if you go to the Dome this weekend, or if you just post anything, just throw up the hashtag BattleFan or hashtag BattleFans or something with BattleFan in it, and we will
just make it BattleFan.
Yeah, just BattleFan.
Hashtag BattleFan.
And we'll gather it all, and we'll repost anything that's with the hashtag BattleFan. We'll repost it on all of our social medias. Let's create our own community. Like, we don't need Facebook communities, and we don't need. I mean, Twitter doesn't have communities, but like, let's just in real life. Let's people like, especially. I mean, this weekend is perfect because we're all going to be in one place. So just throw up a hashtag BattleFan whenever you post, and we'll get it on our socials, and let's get a create.
Yeah, maybe we'll read it on the podcast too.
Yeah, just like we say every game. You know, anytime you want to throw up a comment, say anything about the game, say anything about, I don't know, us, our podcast, whatever.
Exactly.
We'll share it.
This isn't the Paul and Jerry show. This is the BattleFan podcast. It's all about the fans, and you guys are fans too. We're all fans here. So we can have our disagreements. We can have things we're on the same side about, but we're all here to support the BattleHawks in the end.
True.
So, yeah. That's all I got, Jerry. You got anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, we are recording this, Wednesday? It'll be out tomorrow, Thursday. Then you got Friday. You got other XFL games on Saturday. And then the day's upon us, the big day, Sunday. So we're only a few days away from that. So until then, let's go BattleHawks. Is that a helicopter?
Yes, it was.
I think I like Ka-Kaw better than that.
Yeah, me too.